Have you ever wondered what it is about some men that women just can't ignore? What mysterious qualities do they possess that easily attract admiration and attention? Today, we're diving deep into the attractive actions and enduring traits that make a man not only noticeable, but also unforgettable to a woman. We'll explore how you can combine timeless Stoic virtues with modern allure to capture and keep her interest. From the way you communicate to the subtle gestures that say so much, we'll uncover the secrets to becoming the man she can't help but notice. Are you ready to become irresistibly appealing and impossible for her to overlook? Join us as we reveal these deep insights. And if you like our discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get notifications for more content that could change the way you navigate the world. Number 1. The art of shifting conversations. Imagine a moment where you're in the middle of a conversation with someone, and suddenly the energy drops. You can feel the enthusiasm fading, and it feels like a slow descent into silence. But then, as if by instinct, the person you're speaking with effortlessly shifts the topic, bringing new life into the discussion. That's what we call skillful conversation switching, and it's a powerful tool in ensuring you're never ignored, especially by women. When we think about Stoicism, one of the core principles is the ability to remain present and adaptable in any situation. This applies directly to conversations. If you want to stand out, never be ignored, and consistently captivate attention, you need to be skillful in the way you navigate through dialogue. Just as the Stoics believed in maintaining composure amidst chaos, you too can keep a conversation lively even when it seems to be losing its spark. But how exactly can you do this? It's all about timing, attentiveness, and reading the room, or in this case, the person. Stoicism teaches us to be aware of our surroundings, our thoughts, and others' emotions. Apply this to your conversations, and you'll be able to notice when the current subject has run its course. The Stoic man is calm, aware, and always ready to adapt, just like you should be in conversations. Let's say the topic of work has been discussed long enough, and you sense the interest fading. Here's where you can switch to a personal anecdote, an unexpected fact, or even a light-hearted debate. The key is to introduce something fresh yet relevant, keeping the dialogue dynamic and engaging. A man who can transition effortlessly between topics signals that he's socially aware, intellectually versatile, and confident. Why does this work so well? Because it shows that you're not just filling the air with words about yourself. You're actively listening to her, picking up on cues of what excites or bores her, and then steering the conversation accordingly. This depth of attention creates a strong connection, making her feel valued and understood. In fact, women often find it irresistible when a man takes genuine interest in their thoughts and feelings, and this ability to guide a conversation is a subtle yet profound way to show that. Remember, skillful conversation switching isn't about jumping from topic to topic randomly. It's about creating a rhythm where the conversation feels fluid and natural. Think of it as being in sync with the moment. By staying attuned, you make sure the discussion never stagnates, ensuring you remain interesting and engaging throughout. So, next time you're in a conversation, pay attention, shift gears when necessary, and watch as your presence becomes unforgettable. Through mastering conversation switching, you embody the calm, aware, and adaptable nature that Stoics prized. And trust me, women notice. As we've explored the art of shifting conversations, it's essential to reflect on how deeply this practice aligns with the principles of Stoicism. In life, Much like in conversations, we must be aware, adaptable, and mindful of the flow. Just as the Stoics advised us to remain present and in control, the ability to guide a conversation smoothly is a testament to your self-awareness and attentiveness. Take a moment to consider how you can apply this skill in your own interactions. Are you truly listening, reading the room, and responding in ways that keep the dialogue vibrant? This awareness, combined with the right timing and subtlety, can transform your conversations into meaningful exchanges, leaving a lasting impression. Now, with that reflection in mind, let's move to the next point that will continue to sharpen your ability to navigate interactions with both confidence and finesse. Number 2, expressing emotions clearly. What does it feel like to be the kind of man a woman never forgets? Someone she not only feels drawn to, but also deeply connected with. It's not just about physical presence, charm, or confidence. It goes much deeper. The key lies in something that many overlook: the power of emotional articulation. This is not simply about speaking your mind, but about expressing the depth of your feelings with clarity, honesty, and consideration. A skill that, once mastered, ensures you're never ignored. Now, let's weave in the wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy rooted in self-awareness and emotional mastery. The Stoics taught that we must understand and control our emotions, not suppress them, but articulate them in a way that brings clarity, both to ourselves and others. A man who can articulate his emotions combines the strength of Stoic resilience with the vulnerability of emotional honesty. And this balance is irresistible. By being emotionally articulate, you challenge the stereotypical image of emotional unavailability that society often projects onto men. You aren't just communicating. You're opening a door into your inner world, showing her that you're more than just someone who reacts to the world around you. You're someone who understands his emotions, and this level of self-awareness makes you someone she will never overlook. Think about it. When you speak about your desires, your concerns, or your dreams with calm confidence, you invite her to step into your mind. This openness fosters trust, which is the foundation of any lasting connection. When you clearly express what's in your heart, you're offering a glimpse of your true self, and in doing so, you're signaling that you're someone who can be counted on, especially in difficult times. You become a man she can lean on, not because you never falter, but because you have the emotional strength to navigate those storms with her. Stoicism teaches us the value of active listening as well, which is a crucial part of emotional articulation. It's not enough to speak. Real connection comes from listening deeply to her feelings and responding with empathy. This creates an unspoken bond, a space where both of you feel understood. It's in these moments that a woman will realize you are different. You are a man who listens with intent, responds with compassion, and leads with emotional intelligence. By cultivating this skill, you not only become more attractive, but you also lay the foundation for a meaningful, enduring relationship. A man who masters emotional articulation, who can calmly express his emotions without being overwhelmed by them, stands out as rare. You are showing that you can handle the complexities of any relationship, not by avoiding conflict or emotion, but by embracing them with clarity and control. And in doing so, you make yourself someone she can't ignore, someone she feels safe with, someone she'll always come back to. So, begin practicing this today. It's more than just words. It's about connecting on a level that ensures you'll always have a place in her mind and heart. As you reflect on the importance of expressing emotions clearly, Take a moment to consider how this aligns with your journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. Mastering emotional articulation is not just a skill, it's a mindset, one that sets you apart and deepens your connections with those around you. If this resonates with you, type "Emotional mastery is power" in the comments, and share your thoughts on how mastering this has impacted your own relationships or the ways you plan to apply it moving forward. Also, don't forget to like this video and join our community by subscribing for more insights on Stoic wisdom and emotional intelligence in relationships. Now, let's move on to our next point. Number 3, unexpected knowledge sharing. Imagine this. You're sitting across from her, and the conversation is flowing, but suddenly you say something that completely shifts the dynamic. You reveal something unexpected, an area of knowledge she never anticipated you had, a hidden depth that makes her pause and see you in a new light. This moment, this little shift, is what can make a man unforgettable. The key to never being ignored is showing that there's always more to discover. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is by sharing knowledge in surprising areas. Now, here's where Stoicism steps in. As a Stoic, you understand the importance of mastering yourself, your reactions, and the way you present your knowledge. This isn't about impressing her for validation, but about offering something meaningful and genuine, rooted in your own quiet confidence. When you share unexpected knowledge, whether it's an unusual hobby, a fascination with philosophy, or expertise in a niche subject, you reveal layers of who you are without boasting. You're not seeking praise. You're simply showcasing the richness of your curiosity, signaling that you are a man who is always learning, always evolving. Women are drawn to this because it breaks the mold. In a world where many conversations feel routine, sharing something that genuinely surprises her creates intrigue. It opens doors to new topics, ideas, and even new ways of thinking. It shows that you're not just here to impress her with surface-level traits, but to engage her mind, spark her curiosity, and offer a glimpse into the kind of man who thrives in the pursuit of wisdom. The beauty of this approach lies in its subtlety. You don't force the conversation toward your knowledge, and you don't flood her with facts. Instead, you weave it in naturally, like a storyteller revealing chapters at just the right moment. This creates a sense of mystery. She'll wonder what else there is to learn about you. And that's exactly how you keep her attention. You spark a desire in her to know more, to dive deeper into who you are. But be mindful of how you share this knowledge. Stoicism teaches us to remain humble, to resist the urge to show off. Approach these revelations with humility and a genuine enthusiasm for the topic, not for how it might make you appear. This isn't about ego. It's about connecting on a deeper, more meaningful level, where both of you can learn from each other. Ultimately, sharing unexpected knowledge, delivered in the calm, collected manner of a Stoic, invites her into a richer, more engaging interaction. You're no longer just a man she's talking to. You're someone who broadens her perspective, someone who offers more than just conversation, but also insight, intellect, and an authentic connection. Now that we've delved into the power of sharing unexpected knowledge, it's time to pause and reflect. Think about your own interactions. How often do you reveal something surprising about yourself? Are you offering more than surface-level conversation, or are you creating moments where people see deeper layers of who you are? Stoicism reminds us that wisdom and knowledge are not for show, but for personal growth and meaningful connection. Consider how you can bring that quiet strength into your conversations, leaving a lasting impact without needing validation. By sharing genuine insights and unexpected knowledge, you're not just being heard. You're captivating attention in a way that stays with her long after the conversation ends. With that in mind, let's move forward to the next strategy, building on how to strengthen your interactions even further. Number 4, pursuing dual hobby growth. When you embark on learning a new skill together, it's not just about the surface-level act of picking up a hobby. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism comes into play. You're not only showing interest in an activity, but demonstrating the Stoic trait of embracing challenges, patience, and discipline. When you and your partner step into the unknown together, whether it's mastering a new language, learning to paint, or experimenting with cooking, you are actively committing to growth, both individually and as a couple. From a Stoic perspective, growth happens not in moments of ease, but when you push yourselves beyond your comfort zones. By learning something new together, you're both practicing resilience, something Stoicism encourages as a virtue. You're training not only your mind and hands in this new hobby, but also your emotional capacity to support each other through difficulties, frustrations, and small failures. In the end, this shared experience is an investment in fortifying the relationship. A man who demonstrates this level of commitment to personal and shared growth through a new hobby sends a powerful message. I am here to evolve, to challenge myself, and to do so with you by my side. Women are unlikely to overlook a man who doesn't just stay stagnant, but seeks adventure and growth in the relationship. This effort builds a unique emotional intimacy as you become each other's teacher, teammate, and motivator. Engaging in dual hobby learning with the principles of Stoicism adds depth to your connection. You're both not only gaining a new skill, but you're also learning to approach life's trials and triumphs together. The experience of overcoming challenges, celebrating achievements, and even laughing at the mistakes along the way cements a bond based on mutual respect and admiration. These moments of shared vulnerability show her that you're the kind of man who faces life head-on, who thrives on progress, and who is unafraid of change. And let's not forget the element of fun and creativity. Engaging in a new hobby is exciting. It sparks curiosity, introduces new perspectives, and keeps the relationship fresh. Each new step you take together toward mastery, no matter how small, becomes a story, a memory, a thread in the tapestry you're weaving together. This is what keeps the relationship alive, what prevents the fading spark that causes so many to drift apart. This practice of learning together is a reminder to live fully in the present moment, to enjoy the process, and to appreciate the time you share as an opportunity to grow. You become more than just a romantic partner. You become a companion in the journey of life, where both of you are continuously evolving. And that, my friends, is something no woman will ignore. She will cherish the partnership, the shared growth, and the deeper connection you forged through this simple yet powerful act of dual hobby learning. By committing to learning and growing together, you're not just creating new memories. You're shaping a relationship that's dynamic, resilient, and unforgettable. As you can see, engaging in dual hobby learning isn't just about picking up a new skill. It's about fostering growth and resilience, both individually and as a couple. It's a shared journey that deepens the bond between you and your partner. Now, before we dive into the next point, I want to hear from you. Have you and your partner ever tried learning something new together? What was the experience like for you? Or if you're resonating with this message, just type "Growth happens outside the comfort zone" in the comments below. Your thoughts and experiences can inspire others on their own path to growth. Number 5. Fitting into her personal comfort zone. Suppose you're in the middle of an engaging conversation. The chemistry is undeniable, but then something shifts. A subtle, almost imperceptible change in her body language. Perhaps a slight stiffening of her shoulders or a flicker of hesitation in her eyes. Most men might overlook these cues, but not you. If you've cultivated the mindset of a true Stoic, you will know that your awareness and your response to such moments define whether you will be someone she remembers or someone she easily forgets. In relationships, the ability to recognize and adapt to her comfort zone is not just about physical space. It's about understanding her emotional landscape. It's the delicate art of knowing when to ease back, when to lean in, and when to invite her to explore new horizons together. When you honor her boundaries, while simultaneously offering the promise of shared growth, you're no longer just another guy. You're the man she cannot ignore. Stoicism teaches us that control over our own actions is the key to navigating the world. By applying this principle to relationships, you show her that you are not reactive, but thoughtfully adaptive. You pay attention to her verbal and nonverbal cues, observing her reactions to certain topics, places, or activities. This isn't about being passive. Rather, it's about skillfully steering the relationship while maintaining a calm and assured demeanor. You are present, you are aware, and you are always ready to adjust, making her feel not just seen, but deeply understood. But here's where the balance comes into play. While you're honoring her comfort zone, you're also the one who invites her to step outside of it in a way that feels safe and exciting. Introduce new experiences gradually, ones that are just a bit outside of her usual preferences, but still aligned with her values and interests. Maybe it's a new type of restaurant that offers a cuisine she's never tried, or an activity that pushes her boundaries just enough to spark curiosity without overwhelming her. Think of it as a shared journey, where you're both explorers, but you're the one holding the compass. By doing this, you're showing her that, with you, life is a balance of safety and adventure. You're the man who knows how to create a sense of stability while offering the thrill of new experiences. This combination, consideration, attentiveness, and a touch of the unexpected, is magnetic. In the eyes of a woman, a man who can both respect her comfort zone and expand her world without imposing his will, is a man who is unforgettable. Stoicism reminds us that the ability to remain centered, regardless of external circumstances, is a virtue. When she sees that you are steady, observant, and attuned to her, you become the person she turns to, not just in moments of joy, but also in moments of uncertainty. In every interaction, you are building trust by showing her that you can read between the lines, that you understand her needs, and are willing to gently push the boundaries together. This makes her feel safe, valued, and intrigued all at once. And when a woman feels that level of security and excitement, she won't ignore you. In fact, she'll seek you out. Number 6, laughter in simplicity. One of the most profound ways to ensure you're never ignored and to build a connection that lasts is by embracing the art of finding joy and laughter in the simplest moments. It's a mindset that draws people in effortlessly because it radiates contentment and shows that happiness isn't dependent on grand gestures or extravagant experiences. Instead, it's woven into the fabric of everyday life, in the small, often overlooked details that most people miss. When you embody this, you demonstrate an outlook on life that's deeply attractive, not only because it's refreshing, but because it's grounded in a genuine sense of peace and satisfaction, core values of Stoicism. In Stoicism, the pursuit of tranquility and inner contentment is paramount. When a man can find humor in the mundane, laugh at life's little quirks, and share those moments of joy, he communicates more than just a fun-loving attitude. He shows that he is unattached to superficial desires and is at peace with whatever life throws his way. He doesn't need lavish distractions or the approval of others to be happy. This makes him incredibly attractive because it reflects strength and independence of mind, traits that make him resilient and deeply appealing. Imagine two people sharing an unexpected laugh over a small mishap, or finding humor in a simple observation. These moments may seem trivial, but they create powerful emotional bonds. In fact, these shared experiences often become the most cherished memories, not because of their grandeur, but because they reflect a deeper connection, a recognition that life's true joy often lies in its simplicity. In the context of a relationship, this ability to be lighthearted and joyful without needing anything external allows a woman to feel relaxed, appreciated, and deeply connected. Stoicism teaches that we must focus on what we can control: our mindset, our reactions, and our ability to find peace in any circumstance. When you show that you can laugh easily, even in imperfect situations, it signals to a woman that you are grounded, present, and not weighed down by unnecessary anxieties. You are fully engaged in the now, appreciating life as it is. This lightheartedness and ability to live in the moment make you approachable and easy to be around, creating a space where happiness flows naturally without pressure. Furthermore, laughter in simplicity is a powerful tool for strengthening emotional intimacy. When you can laugh together, you break down barriers, build trust, and create a shared language of joy. It shows that you are not rigid or overly serious, but adaptable and open to life's unpredictability. This kind of connection fosters a sense of security because it reassures others that you're capable of navigating life's ups and downs with a positive, balanced mindset. By cultivating the ability to find laughter in the simple moments, you demonstrate a profound zest for life. You show that you know how to make every moment count, drawing people toward your positive energy and making you unforgettable. Women, in particular, are drawn to men who radiate this kind of joy because it suggests an inner strength and confidence that goes beyond material possessions or status. It reflects a man who is at peace with himself, and that peace becomes irresistible. In essence, when you embrace laughter in simplicity, you embody one of the key tenets of Stoicism: finding joy and contentment within, regardless of external circumstances. This makes you stand out as a man who is not only self-sufficient, but also deeply present and capable of creating a fulfilling, meaningful connection. By mastering this, you become the type of man who is never ignored, someone who leaves a lasting impression, not through extravagance, but through the effortless power of being fully alive in every moment. Before we move on to the next point, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's a small, seemingly insignificant moment that brought you laughter recently? If you resonate with this message, drop "Joy is found in simplicity" in the comments. Let's celebrate those lighthearted moments that remind us life doesn't need to be grand to be meaningful. Number 7, mindful compliments. One of the most profound ways to ensure you are never overlooked or ignored by a woman while fostering a meaningful and lasting connection is by mastering the art of giving mindful compliments. These are not the typical comments that revolve around her physical beauty or what she's wearing. Instead, these compliments touch upon the deeper aspects of her character, her intelligence, her kindness, her strengths, and her unique talents. By doing this, you demonstrate a deeper level of interest, respect, and care, something that resonates far more than surface-level flattery. In the realm of Stoicism, we learn the importance of focusing on a person's internal virtues over external appearances. It's a philosophy that values the content of one's character more than material or physical attributes. When you apply this Stoic principle to your interactions, you send a clear message. You see her not just for what she looks like, but for who she truly is. Recognizing the effort she invests in her life, the compassion she shows to others, and the achievements she works hard to attain makes her feel deeply understood and valued. Imagine complimenting her for the way she thoughtfully navigates through challenges, or praising her for her strong sense of empathy and how she always seems to make others feel at ease. These mindful compliments are about acknowledging the essence of who she is, her mind, her heart, and her spirit. And when you are specific, it takes those compliments to the next level. Instead of vague statements like, "You're smart," tell her how much you admire her ability to remain composed and resourceful during difficult times, or how her unique perspective on life challenges you to think more deeply. This kind of specific and thoughtful praise doesn't just make a momentary impact, it stays with her. You create a lasting impression because it shows that you truly see her, and that kind of genuine admiration is rare. Compliments rooted in her core values and attributes uplift her self-esteem in a way that superficial comments can never do. This approach, tied into the Stoic idea of valuing internal virtues, brings about a deep emotional connection. Moreover, mindful compliments nurture a culture of appreciation within a relationship. When you start focusing on what truly matters, the qualities that make her who she is, this not only encourages her to reciprocate, but also creates an environment where both of you feel seen, appreciated, and understood. It's about building a strong foundation of respect, admiration, and emotional intimacy, where you both value each other beyond the physical realm. This Stoic practice of looking beyond appearances, combined with offering thoughtful, specific praise, will make her feel secure and appreciated. She will never forget the man who saw her for more than just her looks. She'll remember you as the man who valued her for her inner strength, her intellect, and her unwavering spirit. That kind of recognition is rare, and it's something no woman can easily ignore. As we reflect on the art of giving mindful compliments, take a moment to think about how often you truly see the people around you, not just for their external qualities, but for the inner virtues that define their character. Stoicism teaches us to value what is meaningful and lasting, and this principle applies perfectly here. When you compliment someone on their deeper qualities, you connect on a level that goes beyond superficial interactions. Ask yourself, are you paying attention to what really matters? Are you recognizing the strengths, resilience, and intelligence of those you interact with? This mindful approach not only strengthens relationships, but also sets you apart as someone who sees and values what others often overlook. With this reflection in mind, let's move forward to the final key insight, which will further enhance the way you engage and leave a lasting impression. Number 8, listening to understand, not to respond. Consider this. You're having a conversation, but instead of waiting for your turn to speak, you're fully present, absorbing every word, every emotion, and the subtle nuances behind what's being said. This isn't just passive listening, It's an art, a rare skill that instantly sets you apart from the crowd. In a world where everyone is eager to be heard, mastering the Stoic practice of listening to understand rather than simply to respond can make you unforgettable. Think about it. When you listen this way, you aren't just hearing words. You're engaging with the person's mind and heart. You're taking in their emotions, their fears, their desires, and their hidden intentions. Stoicism teaches us that wisdom comes from self-control, and in this case, controlling the impulse to immediately reply allows you to create a deeper connection. You pause, reflect, and then respond with purpose, showing that you're not just concerned with your own thoughts, but are genuinely interested in hers. Women, like anyone, crave to be understood. When you listen intently, without the need to rush in with your own perspective, you show a level of respect that's undeniable. Ask questions that show curiosity about her world, explore her feelings without judgment, and reflect on what she's shared. In doing so, you demonstrate that her thoughts hold weight and value. This type of interaction resonates on a deeper level. It says, "I see you, I hear you, and I respect what you have to say." And when a woman feels truly heard, she won't ignore you. She'll see you as someone who doesn't just speak, but knows how to listen, a rare quality that instantly makes you stand out in her mind. By incorporating this Stoic approach to listening, you elevate the quality of your interactions. You become the man who isn't just waiting to speak, but is fully engaged in understanding, in connecting. This is the kind of presence that captivates and commands attention, ensuring that you are never overlooked or forgotten. So next time you find yourself in a conversation, remember, it's not about what you say, it's about how you listen. As we wrap up today's exploration into the magnetic qualities that make a man truly unforgettable to a woman, we've delved into the subtle art of conversation, the nuances of emotional intelligence, and the unexpected charm of sharing knowledge. Each of these elements, woven with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, provides a roadmap to not only capture her interest, but to sustain it deeply and genuinely. From understanding the importance of being adaptable in conversations to respecting her personal comfort zones and expressing emotions with clarity and honesty, these strategies are about more than just attraction. They're about forming a profound connection that resonates on multiple levels. The pursuit of dual hobby growth, finding laughter in simplicity, and giving mindful compliments are all facets of building a relationship that's enriched with mutual respect, growth, and joy. In essence, becoming a man who is never ignored is about cultivating a presence that's both grounded in self-awareness and attuned to the subtleties of human interaction. It's about being present, thoughtful, and genuinely engaged with life and the people you care about. We hope you found these insights enlightening and inspiring. If you enjoyed this discussion, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe for more content like this. Don't forget to click the bell icon to stay updated on our latest posts. We're eager to hear your thoughts and experiences, so please leave a comment below sharing your perspective. Also, check out the recommended videos on screen to continue learning about how you can integrate Stoic virtues into your daily life and relationships. Your journey to becoming an unforgettable presence in someone's life is just beginning, and we're here to help guide you every step of the way. Thank you for joining us, and remember, the path to true charisma is a journey of continuous self-improvement and genuine connection.